March 31st, 2024, Easter Sunday. An alarm goes off at a cash storage facility in Los Angeles. Police respond, nothing appears to be wrong. Then another alarm, and another. By the next morning, the truth is discovered. Up to $30 million in cash has vanished. No dramatic bank robbery, no crowd of witnesses, no obvious getaway caught in front of customers. Somehow, thieves had penetrated a secure facility, reached its vault, removed millions of dollars, and disappeared. And even today, one question hangs over the case. How did they pull it off? The target stood on Roxford Street in Sylmar on the northern edge of Los Angeles. From outside, it looked like another industrial building. But this wasn't an ordinary warehouse. It was operated by GardaWorld, a company involved in transporting, processing, and protecting cash. In other words, the thieves weren't trying to rob a bank. They were trying to rob the place where the bank's money went. And they chose their moment carefully. Easter Sunday, a holiday, a quiet industrial neighborhood. And somewhere during that weekend, the operation began. Investigators believe the burglars gained access to the building through its roof. There was also evidence of an attempted breach on the side of the building. But getting inside was only the first problem, because the real target was deeper within the facility, the vault. Somehow, the thieves managed to reach the secured area containing an enormous amount of cash. Exactly how they defeated the vault's security has never been publicly explained. There is no confirmed public account of someone cracking a combination, no confirmed story of hackers disabling the system, no publicly proven employee giving them access. What is known is much simpler. They got in. And then something happened that makes this case even stranger. The alarms began. Los Angeles police records later showed that officers responded to 3 separate alarm calls at the facility on Easter Sunday. Police actually came to the property, yet the burglars were not discovered. That raises an obvious question. How could a massive burglary be unfolding at a cash facility while alarms were attracting police attention? There was another complication. The facility had generated numerous false alarms during the previous year. After the robbery, security experts raised the possibility that someone could have studied how authorities responded to those alarms. But investigators have never publicly confirmed that theory. And then came another strange detail. A woman living nearby remembered hearing an unusual rhythmic mechanical sound during the weekend. She said it may have continued for hours. Was it connected to the burglary? Nobody publicly knows. But while the neighborhood remained largely unaware of what was happening, the money was disappearing. Initial estimates placed the stolen amount somewhere between $20 and $30 million. Think about what that means. This wasn't a stolen diamond. It wasn't cryptocurrency transferred with a few keystrokes. It was physical cash, millions upon millions of dollars that somehow had to be removed from a secure facility and transported away without attracting enough attention to stop the operation. Then the thieves disappeared, and remarkably, the full scale of the burglary apparently wasn't immediately discovered. Monday arrived, employees returned to the facility. The vault was opened, and then they saw it. Up to $30 million was gone. What had happened over Easter weekend was now one of the largest cash burglaries in Los Angeles history. The FBI joined the Los Angeles Police Department. Investigators searched for fingerprints, DNA, and other physical evidence. They collected surveillance footage from around the neighborhood. But one question became increasingly difficult to ignore. How much did the thieves know before they arrived? This wasn't a famous downtown bank. It was a cash facility inside an industrial area. Yet whoever planned the operation apparently knew enough to choose a target containing an extraordinary amount of money. They knew when to strike. They managed to penetrate the building, they reached the secured cash, and they escaped with an enormous amount of physical currency. That immediately created speculation about inside knowledge, but speculation is not evidence. No publicly established account has proven that an employee helped the thieves, and many of the most important details about the operation remain undisclosed, which leaves us with the same mystery that began on Easter Sunday. A building designed to protect millions of dollars, a vault filled with cash. security alarms that activated, police responding to the property, and yet, by Monday morning, as much as $30 million had disappeared. We know where the thieves apparently entered, we know what they came for, and we know they succeeded. But exactly how they defeated every obstacle between the outside world and that money remains one of the most fascinating questions surrounding the case. Los Angeles has spent decades creating impossible heists for Hollywood. But on Easter weekend in 2024, someone apparently pulled off a real one.